معرض IBC بيصير مرة كل سنة بهولندا، وهو معرض يعنى بكل شيء بيختص بعالم التصوير، من معدات peripherals بالإضافة لكل شيء بيختص طبعا بالليفل الأعلى يلي هو البرودكاست. معرض كتير مهم الكل يروح له، خاصة اللي بيشتغلوا بمجال الكونتنت، لأنه رح تشوفوا أشياء صراحة ما كنت متخيل رح شوفها كلها بمكان واحد. It's an eye-opening experience. كان لي الشرف بشهر 9 إني أروح مع AAB لمدة 3 أيام وأغطي هالحدث الفريد من نوعه على ستوريز طبعا، ولكن عملنا كتير مقابلات مع كتير شركات وما كان في الوقت الكافي على ستوريز إني أحط كل هالكونتنت. بهالفيديو اللي رح يكون كتير طويل، ما رح أقول شوي، رح أعرض لكم فيه كل الانترفيوز يلي انعملت بي IBC واتكلم شوي بين طبعا المقابلات لتعرفوا شو في تالي. فخليكن بهالفيديو لتحضروه بس خليكن مهم تضلوا trust me. اعطوني بادج. حلو بهالمعرض انه مجاني، بتفوتوا بتسجلوا بالايميل على موقع IBC، بيوصلكن ايميل، ولما توصلوا على ارض المعرض بهولندا تروحوا بتستلموا البادج تبعكم مثل يلي شفتوه، ومن تستلموا البادج بصير عندكم اكسس على كل المعرض وقادرين تدخلوا على كل الاجنحة. لتعرفوا بس سكيل تبع المعرض، شركة بلاك ماجيك بس لحالها كان عندها بوث تقريبا يضاهي قاعة رقم 4 بمشرف بأرض المعارض. فهالقد معرض IBC ضخم، وهالقد في شركات كتيرة عاملة بوثز كبار. بوثز. أول ستوب لإلي بالمعرض كانت مفاجأة كتير حلوة عملوا لي إياها شركة AAB، وهي إني قابلت شركتي المفضلة بالطبع يلي هي شركة سيجما يلي أنا سفيرة بالكويت. تقابلت مع CEO تبع شركة سيجما مستر كازوتو ياماكي وتكلمنا، وبالأخير بعت رسالة لكل عملاء سيجما بالكويت.
Hello, the customers in Kuwait. I am Kazuto Yamaki, CEO of Sigma Corporation. Thank you very much for the great support and help for Sigma, and we are very excited to work for you. Please look forward to the many exciting new products moving forward from Sigma. Thank you very much.
تالت قابلت مع مستر بول رينولدز يلي حكينا عن عدسات جديدة قامت سيجما بإضافتها للاين السنة يلي عندهم. والحلو بهالعدسات مش بس انه موجودة بالسنة لاين، ولكن موجودة كمان بلاين السنة كلاسيك. وإذا ما نكون عارفين شو هو لاين السنة كلاسيك من سيجما، حضروا هالمقابلة.
We're really excited because we've just announced the new 65mm T 1.5 Cine lens, which is available in Canon EF, PL and Sony E. It's a lens designed specifically for Cine, so very excited today.
Also heard there's a classic line of lenses. I'll let you speak about it, sir.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So the classic line allow loads of flare in, so it's a very different look. These are very clear and natural, and the classic line, it's a vintage look, if you like. So loads of flare and gives a really nice effect. There's already some available now, but this is going to be an addition. So it should be early next year. We'll have this in the classic version.
فكلكم بتعرفوا الفول فريم لاين اب من سيجما يلي هو معمول لكاميرات الفول فريم وبيغطي up to 8K sensors، وقادر يعطيكم فول ايمج في 135 في 105 85 65 يلي هي العدسة الجديدة اللي تكلمنا عنها اليوم، في ال 50mm 40 20 35 28 20 و 14. اللي ما كنتوا تعرفوه وانا كمان ما كنت اعرفه انه في لاين اب تاني مكرر نفسه ولكن عليه ديماركيشن اللي هي كلاسيك. الكوتينج يلي بيجي بقلب هالعدسات سبيشال بخليها تعمل فليرنج اكثر، بينما هالعدسات بيعطوكم ناتشرال لوك. ولكن هالعدسات يلي اجين هو نفس اللاين اب يلي فوق، الكوتينج فيه ديفرنت وبيسمح للعدسات تعطيكم شويه فليرنج اكثر. تاني ستوب الي كانت مع شركه نانلايت، وشركة نانلايت كان عندهم حدث إطلاق كتير مهم صوب الساعة 6 بتوقيت هولندا، ولكن عبر AAB عطيونا early access على البرودكت وقدرنا نشوفه ونصوره قبل ما يقوموا بالإعلان عنه رسميا. هالبرودكت هو ال 1200B، وهي إضاءة بقوة 1200 واط أطلقتها نانلايت بذات اليوم. والحلو فيها لأنه عادة بتتذكروا دايما بقول لما تكون الإضاءة باي كولر، فبالتالي لما نشتغل مثلا على تungsten ولا على دايلايت بنحس الإضاءة ما عم تعطي الفول باور. يعني مثلا إذا قلنا الإضاءة 500 واط وهي كانت باي كولر ما بتعطي الفول باور تبعها على التungsten ولا على الدايلايت، لأنه فيها 2 sets of diodes، شيء للأصفر وشيء للأبيض، وبتكون فعلا بقوة 500 واط بالنص مطرح ما بتكون 2 sets of diodes شغالين. الحلو بال 1200 بي إن إضاءة 1200 واط على each end of the spectrum، فهالإضاءة مش بس قوتها 1200 واط على both ends of the spectrum، ولكن بذات الوقت كمان مضادة لعوامل الطبيعة من مطر، مي، أيا كان فيكم تشغلوا هالإضاءة بأي ظروف. بالإضافة تحدثنا عن عدة برودكتس جداد نانلايت عم تطلقن بالسوق. احضروا هالمقابلة لتعرفوا شو هن.
So what you see here, this is the 1200 daylight version. So it's IP54, as you can see here. So it's splash proof. And it's really cool to have these lights here to display, to show, you know, this is what you can bring outdoors, you know. And this is sort of what we call a replacement for the sun. Because if you know, if you're in the outdoor, when you want to shoot, where do you find a light that is big and powerful enough to overpower the sun? You know, so this is something really, really cool that you will want to check it out. All right, and today is a very, very special day because this is not announced yet, but come on, I'll show you what's going on. So over here, this is the Nanlux Evoke 1200B, which is the bicolor. So for those of you guys who already know or have seen the Evoke 1200, the daylight version, this is the bicolor, which we are launching today at, I think, 3 p.m. So yeah, in a couple of hours time. So you guys have the first preview of the Evoke 1200B. So what's good about this is like 1200 watts of goodness in a really compact body with a bicolor, feature on it. And with the bicolor, similarly, you can have a look at this. So this is like now, let me turn it off first. Okay, so this is 0%. We are bringing it down to 2700 Kelvin. And I'm slowly going up to 1%, okay, 10%, 20%, 40%, 60%, 80%, and this is 100%. So this is what we call a sun in a box. This is how we keep the sun in the box.
And it's 1,200 on?
It's a 1,200 watts on both daylight and also the warm light. So the CCT ranges from 2,700 Kelvins to all the way to 6,500 Kelvins, all right? So on 2,700 Kelvin, it's 1,200 watts. On 6,500 Kelvin, it is also 1,200 watts. So this is one of the first, bicolor, which, it's as bright, as powerful as the daylight version. So this is really, really impressive. So, if you guys have chance, this is something you have to check it out. For sure. All right. We want to show you, first of all, maybe I want to show you some of our really popular lights, which is our Forza 60. So for those of you guys who have already known, this is our, our pioneer here, which is the Forza 60, the daylight version. Subsequently, we have the Forza 60B, which is the bicolor version. So, this is one of our favorite lights because of the size and the power in it. And introducing the all-new Forza 60C, which is a full color COB light, all right, COB light, all right? Okay, so what's so special about the Forza 60C? When you talk about RGB lights, usually it's like RGB WW, right? So on the Forza 60C, it's actually RGB LAC. So what does LAC stands for? RGB stands for red, green, blue. So what does LAC stands for? So, LAC actually stands for lime, amber, and cyan. So what we did here is that we had added 3 more colors into this COB light. And all in all, there's 6 different colors in the COB light to create that, the RGB, the colors. So why we're doing this is because with this technology, it makes the color a lot more accurate. You know, even with on low saturation, it's, you know, really accurate color. And a lot of people are saying, like, you know, when you use RGB colors, you know, it's really difficult to achieve to get that yellow tone. But on this, not a problem. You know, you can get that true yellow even on low saturation as well. So amazing, amazing. This is one of the new technology on a COB LED light. So it's a new innovation. Yeah. So we'll play around with, so this is the HSI. All right, so we'll go and change the, okay, so let me just up the, so I'll just increase the saturation. Okay, this is 100%. I'll go to this 6%. So this is the hue. So it's a standard hue from 0 to 360. And there's a lot of built-in features as well, like you know, you can even do effects like you got the hue flash, hue pulse, paparazzi, pretty much standard, and you got a hue loop now. So what is with the hue loop is you know, you can just let it run like this. So it's like a disco light now. So you can let it run on a hue loop. So this is really a game changer, you know, to RGB, COB, LED lights. It's a game changer. You guys will love it. All right.
ومن بعد نانلايت انتقلنا لشركة سمولريج يلي كان عندهم إذا بدكم 2 lines of products كانوا عم بيطلقوها بIBC. منها peripherals بتنضاف على اشياء عندكم اياها مثل الرونن، مثل كاميراتكم، cages etc. وكان عندهم standalone products كانوا عم بيقوموا بإطلاقهم لأول مرة. فتحدثنا مع سمولريج وفرجونا بإسهاب إذا بدكم كل هالبرودكتس، فشوفون معي سوا بهالانترفيو.
Thanks for coming today at our Smallrig booth. So today I want to show you that what we have bring news for you today at the IBC. Yeah. So firstly, please follow my step to look at the wireless control that we built system for the DJI S3. So you will see that we have built this special wireless control handles for the RS3, so it can control with the entire system. So this is pretty cool, and it's magnet. So very easy to assembly. Okay, so then we have, you know that Smallrig have done so much for the camera accessories. So that's why we have built all kinds of rigs and setups for our camera. So then you will see that we have this suckling cup for the vehicle mostly. So if you twitch it, it can stick to the glass or any vehicles you need.
What kind of weight can this support?
Yeah.
Can it support like a small wireless mirrorless camera?
Yes, of course.
Like a 6600? Or...
Yes, of course.
Okay.
But there's more to come, but with more advanced sucking cups and also a system to that you must be waiting for.
Okay.
We will come very soon. Then let's come to another very cool stuff that we have. Is this V-mount battery that we built recently. This is very technical, which you can see the screen that we have the battery capacity here in this little screen, and we also built with all kinds of connector that you could do with yes, USB-A, USB-C, this, and also we will also here have a D-tab. Yeah, this is what we have done for our V-mount battery. Very technical. And then, last but not least, what's the best we have for you today is our wireless follow focus system. Yeah, you will see that we have the controller and our handles, which are very easy assembling. And there you see that it controls very smoothly with our twisted camera.
Very heavy lens, like the diesel.
Yes,
film.
cool. And then if you have two models, it is very, very good for you to assembly both the zoom in and focus here on the camera. So you will have here this one, which uses the handle to control with another model. Yeah. And it's very, very good and very good. We can't wait for this to be released.
والستوب اللي بعدها كانت ببوث كبير يلي هو بوث اتوموس، الشركة يلي كلنا بنعرفها وبنستخدم شاشاتها، وانا عم بستخدم شاشاتهم هلا بهالتصوير. شركة اتوموس كان عندها عدة برودكتس تتكلم عنها، ولكن ضل في برودكت واحد بنظري هو يلي حبيته أكتر شيء، وهي جهاز يضاف للنينجا 5 والنينجا 5 بلس بيسمح لكم تعملوا شيء بيقولوا له ريموت برودكشن، أي إنه تاخذوا الفيد من هالكاميرا وتودوه عبر الكلاود على ستريمينج بلاتفورم، ويكون عندكم كونكشن إذا أنتم باستوديو على اكسترنال كاميرا تكون برا، وعبر الكلاود هالكاميرا قادرة تطلع معكم لايف بالبث. بالإضافة إنها تضيف لكم ميزة التوك باك، أي قادرين تحكوا مع سورس هالكاميرا، وكمان بالإضافة إنه عبر هالجهاز أم عبر هالكلاود سيستم بالأحرى قادرين حتى تستخدموا الموبايل تبعكم ك external كاميرا، خاصة لما تكونوا بمكان صار شي طارئ أم الكاميرا let's say ما كانت موجودة، قادرين عبر تطبيق اتوموس إنكم تستخدموا الموبايل as a external كاميرا وتدخلوها بالفيد تبع البث تبعكم. وكمان عبر التليفون قادرين تحصلوا على التوك باك، وعندكم كل الانديكيتورز اللي بيسمحوا للموبايل اوبريتور يعرف انه هو لايف اون اير. فيني اوصف لكم كثير، ولكن بفضل انكم تشوفوا هالانترفيو مع مستر بول يلي شرح لنا هالجهاز وعدة اشياء ثانية عم بتقوم اتوموس باطلاقها.
I am Paul from Atomos here at IBC 2022. We've got some great products we're showing at the show here. We've got 3 new Connect products that we launched here this year, and we've been working on those products. We've been seeing how they can integrate into our own cloud services with Atomos Cloud Studio, and we've got them all on show here on the booth. So we've got 3 Connect products launched this year. There's Zato Connect, and we've got Atomos Connect, which is a module accessory for the Ninja 5 and Ninja 5 Plus, and we've got the Shogun Connect. All of these 3 products stand alone have all the features that you would expect from Atomos products. All of those, powerful codecs, monitor, waveform tools for the user, but they now have cloud connectivity as well. So all of these products can connect to Atomos Cloud Studio, and that's where the magic happens, because in Atomos Cloud Studio you can then pair our devices to our own studio in the cloud, and then you can then route them to various destinations. So one of the destinations is Frame.io Camera to Cloud, which is obviously Adobe company. That's a major integration that we've just announced that the Zato will be joining the Camera to Cloud ecosystem by the end of the year. So all 3 products will be able to feed into Adobe Camera to Cloud by Frame.io. We can also, from all of our products, stream directly from that product through the cloud, Facebook, Twitch, a custom RTMP destination as well. So really we can route the power of the cloud means that we can route our products into any of these services. It could be file sharing in the future. So we've got the Shogun Connect here. This is the brand new 7-inch 2000 nit screen that we have. So this is standalone. This is the best 7-inch monitor recorder we've ever made, but it's also fully connected to the cloud, and it can do that via Wi-Fi 6 or via Ethernet, Gigi Ethernet. And we also have multitude of I/O on here. We have SDI in and out, we have HDMI in and out. And the beauty with this is that we can record in many different codecs. We can record in ProRes, RAW, H.265 and Avid DNX. And we can record 2 files simultaneously. Now this is perfect for a camera to cloud, Adobe Camera to Cloud workflow, because we can record a high quality hero file, say 4K 30, and we record a proxy file, H.265, HD 30. We can record both files simultaneous here, which means that we can record this hero file, and the proxy file can then go via the cloud, via Atomos Cloud Studio, directly into Frame.io for editing from anyone in the world immediately. So we have these two files, both stored locally, but then the proxy file also going up into the cloud. So a really powerful new workflow for all of our customers. So this is a 7-inch product. Let's go and look at the Ninja 5, which is a 5-inch screen. This is the Ninja 5 Plus, which is, we have a Ninja 5 and Ninja 5 Plus with the Atomos Connect module on the back. So effectively, this is perfect because this allows all of our existing Ninja customers to be transformed and work in a cloud workflow through Atomos Cloud Studio. And it also gives them more I/O as well. So having this module on the back, this accessory, it clips on the back of a Ninja 5 or Ninja 5 Plus. It gives you an SDI input, to complement the existing HDMI input on the product. It gives you the Wi-Fi 6 and the Giga Ethernet to connect to the cloud. And it has long-range sync called AirGlue. Basically, all of our new Connect products have AirGlue sync, which is a long-range wireless timecode sync. So everything has the same timecode on set, whether it's audio, cameras, everything has this unified timecode, which helps the whole workflow for multi-camera and also making relinking media together with all the same timecode and metadata. Same as the Shogun Connect. It has a dual record feature, has a SSD, and we can record high quality files and a proxy at the same time, and then send that proxy straight to Frame.io, camera to cloud. We have two versions. We have the Ninja 5 and Ninja 5 Plus. The Ninja 5 Plus has the newer Atom IC3, which allows us to go to higher frame rates and higher resolutions. So when we're recording separately, we can record up to 8K 30 ProRes RAW and 4K 120 ProRes RAW on the Ninja 5 Plus. And that's the same as the Shogun Connect as well. That has the Atom IC3 as well. And this is the Zato Connect. So basically this is a super low-cost, high-quality product. It's essentially designed for a really compact way of multiple inputs from a webcam, from an HDMI input, and then HDMI and UVC webcam output. So you can stream directly from this using Atomos Cloud Studio to YouTube, to Twitch, and a custom RTP destination, as well as we've just announced at IBC that this product will also be enabled for Adobe Camera to Cloud by the end of the year. So again, a fully connected product that has some really nice features on there. So we can actually on here, has a built-in audio mixer. We're just going to be releasing an update for picture-in-picture. We can overlay graphics. So this is a one-stop shop for being able to have a production and live stream at the same time. This product actually has an SD card, so we can record 8264 with a high bit rate, up to 80 megabits per second, onto the SD card, as well as streaming. So again, for the camera to cloud workflow, this will be perfect for taking a master file from this device into the cloud, and people anywhere in the world can start working on this content. So this is the third product in the Connect range.
Hello, I'm Phil, and this is our Atomos Cloud Studio live production. Have a look at this. This whole thing that you're looking at right now is not running here, not in Amsterdam, it is running in London. If I'm cutting around here, I am looking at cuts that have been made in a cloud system completely remotely from here. There are 3 cameras that are based in London. There is one camera that is here. That is my phone. This is the only source here, which is in Amsterdam. As you can see, I've got the tally lights on the phone. If I cut off it, my little red bars disappear. If I look around this side, I've got the actual tally light. I can cut off it and cut on it. There we go. So we've got all our sources coming in to our cloud system. The cloud system is in London. We are in Amsterdam, obviously. This is completely remote. And look at the latency. We're looking at about a frame of latency coming back to here for this. The camera's got a little bit more in, as you can see, because we want to make sure the cameras get on air and stay on air. So this is the Vision. We have a sound system as well. Obviously, we want to do sound. A Vision's not particularly useful unless you've got sound. And we have a full intercom system. So it's really easy for me to talk. If I'm a director, it's very easy for me to talk to camera operators, and camera operators either use the phone apps or, of course, they can use our Connect products. These sit directly on top of the camera, and you can plug them into the internet, and that means you directly go straight into the live show, which means all you need to do a live show is a camera with a Connect module on top, or a phone and an iPad, and you spin up the show, you spin up the cloud wherever you want, whenever you want, and you can make a live show.
Thank you AB World, nice to see you here at IBC 2022.
وستوب اللي بعدها كانت عند إضاءات Aputure. البوث تبعهم كان كتير حلو وكان كتير interactive. عاملين ديسبلاي رهيب للإضاءات تبعهم، بالإضافة إنكم تشوفوا الفول capabilities تبع الإضاءات. تكلمت مع حدا من التيم members من Aputure and this is what he had to say.
Hey, I'm Brandon from Aputure, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the most updated model of the MC Pro. So we showed this off at NAB just earlier this year, about 6 months ago, and now we have what is close to a final production model, and I'm excited to talk to you about it. So the MC Pro is not at all that much bigger than the original MC, and that was really important for us. We wanted to increase all the functionality and even the output of the MC Pro, but make sure that it maintained the stealthy quality of the MC. Because one of my favorite things is the fact that I can hide the MC behind so many different objects and hide it in so many tight places while still maintaining super lightweight design. So the MC Pro, in addition to being a more robust design, is IP54 weather resistant, which means it is dust and rainproof to a very high degree, just like the LS1200D Pro. In addition, there's a new optical design in addition to the outer housing design, which allows it to have not only increase in wattage output, it's 7 watts of output compared to the 5 watts of output of the MC, but also has new optical design that makes it a 45-degree beam angle. So it gives you a tighter beam angle with a lot more punch. This is the MC Pro at only, I think, in party color mode at like 10% intensity. So it's doing a lot for me already, even at like a really short distance. In addition, it's a completely new design with this new robust control knob, so it makes it a lot more easy to handle, as well as with a completely new interface as well. So there's a new color screen and color display that allows you to interact with the MC Pro. And it's not only the manual interaction here, the MC Pro also, because of the Pro in its name, has Lumen Radio CRMX, which is the industry standard for wireless DMX control. This means it's the same as the MT Pro, the 1200D Pro, the 600C Pro, and the Nova P600C, standing up with all of our other professional high-level, high-output lights with that CRMX control, because that's what something that gaffers and cinematographers all said they wanted in an upgraded version of the MC. So that's weatherproof design, that's Lumen Radio CRMX, and that's increased output. But it's not just that. We wanted to make sure that adding accessories was super easy with the new optical design. So just like with the original M9, if you remember that light, you can easily throw on magnetic accessories. So I can throw on a flat diffuser. I can take that off in a second. I can throw on a grid. I can, whoop, if I was to throw that around with the magnets in the right direction, I can throw on a grid. I can throw on the magnetic diffuser with the grid. Or I can take it all off and throw on a dome diffuser for some extra soft light. And I can do that all in seconds. In addition, it comes with a ball head that has a magnetic base. So I can stack that onto any magnetic surfaces super, super quickly. We wanted to make the MC Pro with a very, very simple and elegant and professional level design and workflow in mind. So in addition to USB-C charging, with the new bigger battery and the new higher output, it lasts for 2 hours just like the original MC. So you have bigger battery for the same amount of runtime, and magnets on the back as well as the magnet on the base. So maintaining that super, super speedy ease of workflow. And it comes in a really nice carrying case that includes everything that you need, including the diffusers. They slip right into this guy over here, close it up, put the MC Pro in here along with the ball head, and you're good to go. But that's not all. The MC Pro, that's the single light kit version. In the future, we'll also be releasing it in an 8-light kit. So you can see at the bottom of the MC Pro, we removed the wireless charging because we found that to be too inefficient for our larger battery. And we wanted to make sure we deliver the best workflow and quality for you guys. So we changed this to a pogo pin charging system, and you'll recognize these types of pins from the back of the Nova P600C when we're connecting the control box. So with this guy, you can slot inside a new 8-light charging kit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 MC Pros, along with diffusions for every single one of these MCs, so you have accessories for all of them inside of a well-organized and professional level charging kit. Just plug in one power cable, just like this guy, and you're ready to go. And that is the MC Pro in a nutshell.
شركة يولولايف مؤخراً حطت a strong foothold لحالهم بالماركت، خاصة بنيش البرودكاست. يولولايف هي شركة بتختص بأجهزة البث الصغيرة المحمولة يلي بتسمح لكم انكم تطلعوا لايف بس عبر هالجهاز من دون حاجة لأي جهاز كمبيوتر ولا ميكسر ولا أي شيء تاني معه as a peripheral assist. هالجهاز مجرد ما يكون معكم ومعكم كاميراتكم تاخدوا فيد من الكاميرا whether it's wireless ولا حتى ب HDMI cable، ومنه قادرين تطلعوا لايف وين ما كان عبر الانترنت، سواء عبر الواي فاي بالجهاز ام بتحطوا سيم كارد جواته لتطلعوا منه لايف. كمان هالجهاز بيسمح لكم يكون عندكم جرافيكس داك تقدرين تحطوه على البث تبعكم من لوجو، كاونت داون وعدة اشياء تانية. وبهالنهار يلي كنا فيه باي بي سي كانوا عم بيتكلموا عن جهازهم الاحدث يلي هو يعنى بتو بلاتفورمز يلي هن انستغرام وتيك توك. ليلي بخوضوا مجال البث بيعرفوا كتير منيح انه هالتو بلاتفورمز ما بيسمحوا باكسترنال ديفايسز يعملوا عليهم لايف برودكاست، بدكم تستخدموا التليفون ام الايباد كأقصى حد. وعادة لتعملوا هالبث بدكم تستخدموا third party application تكون وسطية بين الميكسر تبعكم، سواء عم تستخدموا البلاك ماجيك اتم ميني والبلاتفورم نفسها، وتكون هالابليكيشن it mimics the key that your phone generates ليطلع منها لايف. ولكن بهالجهاز شركة يولولايف اختصروا هالموضوع وعطيوكم capability انكم تعملوا streaming directly على هالبلاتفورم من دون ما تحتاجوا اي third party application. هيدا الموضوع يلي تكلمنا فيه مع شركة يولولايف باي بي سي امستردام.
Hi, I am Carlos Phoenix. I am with Yololiv today at the IBC 2022. So we are highlighting the in-stream product from Yololiv. It is the first hardware device for multi-camera live streaming with great features such as graphic overlays, green screen, multi-camera switching so you can have a guest or maybe cover a musical performance or even show how you do your cooking. You can hook up to 2 HDMI cameras, allowing you to have different camera angles of whatever your production's about, and 1 USB camera. So there's plenty of options on that. You can even convert another HDMI camera to USB and making it a 3 HDMI setup. You have a line in, so you can have a professional audio mixer plugged into the line in. It has a headphone jack so you can monitor the audio. If every camera has its own microphone, it has an audio mixer inside so you can control the volumes of each individual camera. Another feature that's built in is you got Wi-Fi, Ethernet, and SIM card. So you're able to do these productions located almost anywhere. It doesn't do bonding, but you can choose one of those different wireless connections and wired connections to be able to do your production on any location. It also has the ability to put an SD card so you can bring in your professional graphic elements in, or inside, I can demonstrate here quickly, you have the ability of creating some basic overlays on the fly. What's also very nice, has a built-in countdown timer, and the real big deal with this device, outside of being the first, is that it's the first to do it legitimately. What does that mean? So Instagram has a rule that you have to use your cellular mobile application to be able to do a stream. What we've done is, using the Google operating system, we've modified this application and hardware, the hardware, to be able to use the basic Instagram application without any modifications. So we're not changing anything on the application at all, hence we're not violating any rules. And instead of having cellular cameras, we have HDMI cameras plugged in to be able to do multi-camera switching, and you can do picture-in-picture as well. So everything's touch-based. You're able to switch cameras, you're able to play back video, you're able to create a ton of new unique elements in content creation and even marketing. So some of the markets that we're going after, of course, would be your basic influencers who say, you know what, we're gonna elevate what we're doing in our productions. You can do green screen, so you can now create make-believe worlds. On top of that, if you're doing musical performances, you can have a multi-camera musical performance with a great mixer and have the sound be perfect. Last but not least, it's also designed for people who are doing marketing. So corporations who've been holding back on using Instagram and TikTok in their marketing because it's all about cell phones, now have a tool to do more professional marketing, have their brand on their productions, and be able to finally reach those millions of people and audiences that they were avoiding before. So that is the in-stream product. It has a 3-hour battery life, so you can walk around and stream in any location. Has a tripod mount on both sides, so you can basically have it standing and you just tap away with your touchscreen. There's 2 things I want to highlight. One, Instagram has built in their own remote guest feature. So you can bring in a guest on your live because you're using the actual Instagram application. Second feature, if you do sales and you have your own shopping inside of your Instagram account, in your live, you can bring in the shopping cart button of the product that you're promoting, and people can actually buy live as you're showing off the product. Very, very big, and will change the game on Instagram.
من بعدها كانت زيارة للبوث العود إذا بدكم يلي هو بوث بلاك ماجيك. الكم الهائل من المنتجات الجديدة يلي كانوا عم يعرضوها صراحة أنا ضعت حتى الكونتاكت بيرسون يلي كان معي من قبل شركة AAB كمان ما عرفنا من وين نبدأ. إن كان من البيك سيت اب يلي عاملينه يلي بتشوفوا فيه كاميراتهم you can test their cameras live من إطلاق منتج الاتم ميني اكستريم طبعا يلي هو ال SDI version من ذات الجهاز يلي بتعرفوه بال HDMI version ولآخر شيء وصلنا لنعرف عن شو بدنا نكلمكم يلي هو جهاز بيعمل كروما كينج لايف وبكواليتي جدا 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 مرتفعة. احضروا هالانترفيو لتشوفوا هالجهاز in real time أنا وعم صور كيف كنا عم نشوف لايف قدامنا وشو كان عم بيطلع على الشاشة. I think هيدا الجهاز هو من أول الخطوات يلي عم تاخدها بلاك ماجيك لتفوت بدومين الفيرتشوال برودكشنز. احضروا معي هالانترفيو.
I'm Simon Westland of Blackmagic Design and we're here on our booth at IBC 2022 and it's great to be back at IBC this year and show some new Blackmagic design solutions which includes a brand new lineup of Ultimat chroma keyers. Everybody will know the Ultimat name, it's synonymous with chroma key and has been for the last 3 or 4 decades. One of the things that we've now done is we've made Ultimat affordable and available to people at all levels of production that want the highest quality chroma key. So what we're showing here on the booth is a live demonstration using the brand new Ultimat 12 HD Mini. And what we've got here is 3 cameras set up on the booth. Each of these 3 cameras is going through one of the new Ultimats. The Ultimats are preloaded with a virtual set, which is just a still image, and we have 3 cameras because we have 3 different angles. And we're able to create a virtual set, in this example with a close-up shot. We've also then got a shot with the presenter with the desk in front of them, and the desk is physical, so you can see the desk obviously in front in the camera scene. And we've also got a top angle which shows you the power of doing virtual set. In a really small confined space of a couple of meters, we can simulate something that's made to look so much bigger. So the power of this is now that anybody that really wants to achieve the highest quality chroma key now has access to this with a product that starts at just €515. What we're showing that with here is the ATEM Mini Pro. Many people are familiar with this. This is a great live production switcher. We've also made some new introductions to the ATEM family, and we've now got an SDI version of the ATEM Mini. That SDI version is great for live production because you get a lockable connector, which is fantastic. So instead of using just the HDMI connector, you now have a lockable connector on that. And anybody that's doing live production gets the benefit of using SDI over much longer distances. HDMI typically is good for say 10 meters when you're close to the camera and the ATEM, but if you want to be at 50 meters, 100 meters or further, then the advantage of using SDI in a professional workflow and connecting to other equipment is a far greater advantage. So we've got a bunch of things here at IBC 2022, and thank you for coming to see us on the booth.
بعد في كتير فشرجوا طاقتكم تنكمل صح. بالحديث عن الطاقة حلو النقلة صح؟ اوكي بالحديث عن الطاقة شركة IDX اللي كلنا بنستخدم الفي ماونت باتريز تبعهم or whoever actually uses V-mount batteries معظم الأحيان بيكونوا من شركة IDX. شركة IDX فرجونا the full array of products يلي موجود عندهم، بالإضافة لتكلمنا عن بطاريات جديدة عم بيقوموا بإطلاقها يلي هي بطاريات ال NP battery بفيرجن جدا جديدة وفيها مميزات ممتازة. الانترفيو مع التيم تبع IDX تكلمنا فيه عن كل الرينج of batteries يلي عندهم إياه، كتير مهم تشوفوها لتعرفوا شركة IDX شو عم تعمل on the market خاصة بمجال الطاقة.
Hi there, my name's Neil Marflit, speaking to you from IBC here in Amsterdam, and I'd like to introduce the IDX range of batteries. IDX is a Japanese company that started in the battery industry over 30 years ago and pioneered the use of the lithium-ion technology in the V-mount format. The range encompasses 5 or 6 different battery technologies aimed at different markets. So we start here with the Q range, which is a cost-effective quality solution in various capacities to meet the needs of the end user. Starting with the H90, which is small and lightweight with a 90 watt-hour capacity, and it has the 1D tap for powering ancillaries. Going up the range, there is a 134 watt-hour capacity, and again with the D tap, which is now rated at 80 watts output. Above that is the QH180, which being above 160 watt hours is not allowed on passenger aircraft, but it's good for long run times with its 179 watt hour capacity. And again, the D-tap is rated at 80 watts. And then this large capacity battery is ideal for LED lighting solutions because of its extremely high capacity. And it's got a D-tap rated at 100 watts for powering ancillary equipment. So this is the Q range, which is the cost-effective range from IDX. For those that need more facilities, there's the new Duo CP range. The Duos have been around for a number of years, but have gained features over time. And the latest new feature we have added is the USB-C PD format, PD being for power delivery. So with the Duo C, we have a D-tap Advanced, which enables you to power ancillary equipment out and take a DC in to charge the battery. We have the regular D-tap, and then we have the C, which is the USB PD. And the beauty of the C is that you can utilize a low-cost travel charger. But because it's USB-C PD, the power in and out is rated at 60 watts, so this can be an extremely fast charger. And for a 98 watt-hour battery, you're talking something just over 2 hours to charge the battery. Again, being USB-C PD, the output voltage can vary between 5 and 20 volts. So this battery would power, say, a MacBook Pro. Where size is a priority, we have the iMicro range. So basically a smaller battery, but not lacking in features, because again, it has a USB, it has D-tap standard and D-tap advanced. And then if it's mounted on a plate, we have a C, USB-C on the side of the plate, as well as 2 more D-taps. This is the BPU form factor that fits onto Sony cameras, and it is 98 watt-hour capacity, has the same D-tap Advanced for charging in as well as powering ancillaries, regular D-tap, and the regular USB for powering things like wireless systems. There is a LED check in terms of capacity, but there's digital data within the battery which will communicate with applicable Sony camcorders to give remaining runtime in the battery, in the camcorder viewfinder. There's the L format, which is the NP style Sony batteries at 7.4 volts, and again with outputs for powering ancillaries. There is the Panasonic form factor in a SLVBD 96, 7.2 volts for Panasonic cameras, and the JVC in 2 sizes. So a range of batteries for that marketplace. And then that concludes what IDX are showing here at IBC 2022.
من بعدها كان عندنا وقفة سريعة كتير مع شركة فوجينون ليكلمونا عن عدسات السينما الجديدة يلي صراحة الشاربنس تبعها سوبر عالي، وهالشي يلي كتير بيسهل بموضوع الفي اف اكس. تكلمنا عن عدساتهم السينمائية الجديدة وهيدا يلي قالت لنا اياه شركة فوجينون.
مرحبا شباب، معكم علاء صيام من فوجي فيلم ميدل ايست. اليوم احنا باي بي سي موجودين عند الستاند شركة سوني. زي ما انتم عارفين بفوجي فيلم عندنا عدسات كتير، وهون اليوم بدنا نحكي معكم ونورجيكم عن عدسات السينما الموجودة عندنا. عندنا انواع كثير من عدسات السينما برضه، بس التوب اوف ذا لاين اللي هم من عدسات سينما البريميستا. زي ما انتم شايفين هدول العدسات بنعرضوا على تراكينج سيستمز وفيرتشوال رياليتي، وزي ما انتم رح تشوفوا هلا كيف الكومبليت سيت اب تاعهم والاند ريزلت رح تلاقوها.
عم بنسى الكلام، ما بعرف، يمكن لو في برومتر. وبالحديث عن البرومترز، شركة فورتنج كمان نقلات، مزبطكم نقلات اليوم. شركة فورتنج كان عندها برودكت جديد كتير حلو وكتير مهم، خاصة للي بيعملوا اونلاين انترفيوز ولا بيعملوا كونفرنسز ثرو زوم ام حتى من خلال الكاميرا. هالبرودكت بيشتغل مش بس على البي سي، على اللابتوب على الويب كام، وكمان على دي اس ال ار كاميراز ام ميرلس. بعد بقول دي اس ال ار بين عمري صح؟ anyway برودكت كتير حلو، واحضروا معي لتشوفوا شركة فورتنج شو كان عندها تخبرنا.
Beside me you can see our new era flagship model, which is meant for studio cameras and system cameras. The new innovation for this year is that we have added IP input here, so you can directly enter NDI stream. Our software is also able to produce an NDI stream. To my left, you can see our new Pro X affordable prompter for studio ENG cameras and handycams. We have completely redesigned the mechanics. It's lighter, more robust, and a new mechanical slide structure that allows installing cameras without any counterweight. This is our new product Mia for YouTubers. It is a 3-in-1 product. It's a prompter that can go in front of a DSLR lens, or in front of another phone, or in front of your laptop screen for prompting your webcam. And it comes with its own remote and a box like this. You can adjust which lens you are going to use by using these lens adapters.
It has 82, 77, 72, yes. 62. It's all the common lens sizes for filters.
Or you can use this adapter for putting on another phone. So for example, you are shooting this on a mobile phone.
Yeah.
I could be prompting for you if you use this product.
Yeah, good. And that's the version for iPad, which everybody knows at AAB.
Yes. And now we are upgrading this for supporting 13-inch tablets, so it will be able to take in the new iPad Pro.
وكان عندي ستوب كتير حلوة مع شركة هوليلاند. هوليلاند مثل ما بتعرفوا هي شركة مؤخراً عم بيكبر اسمها بالسوق، والبرودكتس تبعها are proving to be super reliable. أنا من زمان بستخدم منتجاتهم، خاصة بموضوع البث الوايرلس. مثل ما بتعرفوا في شركات تانية بالماركت تعمل أجهزة بث، ولكن أسعارها جدا مبالغة، وبنظري ما كانت بتستاهل. وبذات الوقت كانوا شركة AAB بلشوا يستوردوا بضاعة هوليلاند، وتعرفت على هالشركة وإلي تقريبا 4 أم 5 سنين بستخدم الوايرلس ترانسميترز تبعهم. وإحدى أول مراجعاتي يلي عملتها كانت عن الترانسميتر تبع شركة هوليلاند يلي هو المارز 300. بهالانترفيو عم نحكي عن عدة برودكتس جداد شركة هوليلاند قامت بإطلاقهم، وكتير مهم تشوفوا هالبرودكتس، خاصة إنه شركة AAB صار عندها 3 or 4 من هالبرودكتس بالستوك تبعهم. برودكتس بيعنوا مش بس بالوايرلس ترانسميشن، ولكن بيعنوا كمان بسكرين ما رح أقول أكثر وبيعنوا كمان بموضوع توك باك، وموضوع التوك باك هو المفضل عندي. احضروا الانترفيو وخبروني شو رأيكم بهالبرودكتس.
Hello, I'm Skylar from Hollyland, and today I'm going to introduce the new products for you. The first one, it will be Mars M1. It's the wireless monitor that integrating the wireless transmission system for you. And here you can see some basic functions like zebra things, and also you can import your 3D LUTs files here. Check. And also you can adjust the color temperature, and also zoom in, zoom out, things like this. And I think you will be more interested in the wireless transmission in it. So you can easily switch the transmitter and receiver here, and also the smart channel scan is available for you. I think for the range is like 150 meters. Yeah.
So the screen is both a receiver and a transmitter. It can receive from a receiver over there.
Yes.
And it can also transmit to a receiver itself.
Yeah, you can see here these two receivers are receiving the signals from that Mars M1.
Yeah.
So they are compatible. And also, we have sold many products, many Mars products to our users. So this monitor is compatible with Mars 4K and Mars 400 Pro and Mars 300 Pro. Yeah, they're quite useful. Oh, I forgot to mention, actually Mars M1 is able to transmit 4K signals too. Yeah, through HDMI, and also it display in HD because it's 5.5 inch touch screen. Yeah. And also for the antenna, I think it's quite sturdy, and also it's bullet style. You don't have to worry about the vulnerability things about that. And now you can check the ports here. Yeah, HDMI in, HDMI out.
For looping.
Yes, and SDI in. And also for the charging, you can do DC. You can tap to DC adapter, use that. And also you can do MPF batteries. And here's the funny part, we have a DC out port. That means you can, charging your camera. Next, I will introduce Mars 4K. It's also the new latest products we've just released on September 9th. Yes, the red one is the transmitter, the blue one is the receiver.
Standard coding from Hollyland, color coding. You always use these colors.
Yeah, color coding. So for this Mars 4K, it can transmit 4K signals through HDMI, and for SDI it transmits the HD. Yes, and also you can see there is a DC here.
Yeah, power.
Also you can use USB or the MPF batteries. Yeah, and for this screen, it's an LED screen, and also I just want to talk about the controller. Actually, lots of consumers used to say that we want a more flexible controller, and so we find some gaming controller suppliers, so we use that. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So
and also you're going with the new design for the antennas.
Yes, it's the bullet styled antennas. You don't have to disassemble them, but if you do want to, it's okay, you can disassemble them.
They're pretty robust.
But also you can put some sharp antenna or mushroom styled antennas.
Like the older generations of Hollyland.
They are all workable. Yes. And also, if you have Mars M1 with you, then you can use Mars M1 as a transmitter. Use this receiver. It's okay too.
Yeah.
And the range of the transmitting, it will be like 150 meters.
Yeah.
But actually, if there is no obstructions there, I think you can do like 300 meters or 400 meters, even for that. But we want to be conservative.
Yeah, safe.
So we just write 150. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay.
And that's the system at work.
Yeah.
There.
And for
it's there.
Yeah, it's working. And I think this is working too.
And it's transmitting to here.
Yeah.
وآخر ستوب كانت مع شركة سوني. شركة سوني كانوا بوقتها بعدهم عاملين اطلاق لكاميرتهم الجديدة يلي هي البي تي زي كاميرا يلي بتتشارك كتير خواص، بالاحرى هي نفس الكاميرا as the A7S3 ولا ال FX3، ولكن الفرق انها على motorized pan and tilt head وقادرين تتحكموا فيها wirelessly. هالكاميرا صراحة كنت ما كتير عارف شو الاكزاكت يوز تبعها خاصة بهالكواليتي السينمائية، ولكن حديثنا مع شركة سوني وضح كتير امور، بالاضافة انه شفنا عدة برودكتس تانية شركة سوني بتقوم بإنتاجها. احدى اهمها بنظري كانت هي الديسبلايز يلي بتكون مونيتورز للإديتنج يلي بتسمح لكم تشوفوا the true color profile of the footage يلي انتم مصورينه، وبالتالي تعملوا color grading مزبوط وصح 100%. هالمقابلة كتير مهمة وهي آخر مقابلة كانت بعملها بIBC، فبتمنى تستفيدوا منها.
So this year in 2022 we are in Hall 13. We are showcasing a plethora of products from alpha cameras and alpha E-mount lenses to cinematography cameras. We also have a range of system or studio cameras showcased there. We have a corner specifically dedicated to virtual production, and we also have a good range of monitors and professional audio products as well. In this particular IBC, we are very excited to showcase a very unique camera that has just been launched by Sony. It's a cinematography robotic camera. Very unique and interesting product to showcase now. This product has just been launched a few days ago. This product is called FR7. This is a marriage between cinematography and robotic camera. So the camera has a full frame sensor. This is the biggest sensor in robotic cameras in the world. And it's basically an FX3 or 7S Mark III kind of sensor. So if you look here, the interface and the display looks like 7S3 or FX3 as well. It inherits some of the features from those cameras that I mentioned. For example, eye focusing, eye tracking, and touch screen focus point change are available. It has, because of the type of sensor that we're using, it's a very, very sensitive camera. It's using E-mount, which is our universal mount for alpha cameras all the way to cinematography cameras as well. So it's using all the benefits of our unique E-mount system and large and very, very sensitive sensor that we use in other cameras as well.
What is the native ISO on this camera?
It has dual base ISO. 3200 and 12,000 are basically the two
so
native
it's inheriting
ISOs.
The A7S3.
Exactly the same, yes.
Yeah,
it's exactly the same. And that's one of the unique features and the great features about this camera.
Is it the same chip in the A7S3?
It's pretty much the same, maybe with slight differences. It's very, very minor changes, but it's actually pretty much the same.
Yeah.
This camera, as a robotic camera, can be used for high-end production, multi-camera production as well. So it has tally lamps, for example. In terms of the connectivity, it has 12G SDI, which is a great feature. It's a 4K camera, of course. Yeah. It goes without saying. So it has 12G SDI, it has HDMI out, and for multi-camera operation, it has Genlock and time code as well, so that basically it can be used in
you can sync it to other.
You can sync it with other cameras that you have.
Yeah.
The camera is controlled by our remote control panel, which has been on the market for a long time, RM IP500. And as you can see, it has multiple functions. Obviously, with the remote control, you can choose the cameras. You can go from the one camera to another one. Pan tilt function is available here. In case you have a zoom lens, which we do, you can also do zooming.
And obviously these speeds can be changed and altered to
You can
your
control
preference.
the speed, exactly. You can control the speed. So in a very high-end production, multi-camera high-end production, and for cinema, especially where it's not easy to put relatively big cinema cameras, something like this can be very, very useful.
And it can be used hungover?
Absolutely, and we have it showcased in multiple places.
Okay.
And it's basically hung over there. It's there, and we have it in
Yes.
at least another 3 or 4 places as well in multiple positions.
And does that put any kind of limitations on the operation if it's inverted?
Not really, no. The limitation is how much you can actually tilt.
Yeah.
But that will not change, of course. It will just be upside down, inverted. However, because of the limitations of any pan tilt head that is available on the market, obviously there's a limitation of the type of lenses or range of lenses that you can use. So, for example, over there we have our top of the line, like 600 or 100 to 400 lenses as well. Obviously, it's very difficult to use those lenses.
Yeah, obviously.
Yes, it's very difficult. So, basically, not really. You won't get the full functionality if you go for big lenses.
But your G Masters,
the biggest lens, especially from form factor and from weight point of view, that you can use is this 70 to 200 lens.
Yeah.
If you use anything bigger than that, it will be very heavy for the head, or your pan tilt rotation.
will be affected.
Exactly, will be affected, and you don't have the complete range. Yeah, it will be more limited, of course. And as you can see, we not only do we have the remote control panel here, we have a control software as well, which can be used on a laptop or on a tablet.
Yeah.
And you can control multiple things on
I like the
software
focus
as well.
response.
Exactly. It's amazing. As I said, because of the sensor, it inherits a lot of features.
The great performances.
From what we already have on 7S Mark III and FX3, which is top of the line. So here in this corner, we are showcasing our rich lineup of professional and master monitors, from BVM master monitor, BVM HX310, to PVM series to LMD series. One of the reasons to use professional monitors is to make sure that your colors are as they are supposed to be. Your post-production process and your judgment of the color will not be good for delivery, for worldwide delivery, if your color grading is not done on a professional monitor. It is very important to make sure that your colors look exactly the same or look professional enough when you're delivering for a worldwide audience. And that's why it is recommended to use professional monitors and make sure that your judgment on the color is exactly as it's supposed to be, because there's a difference between display and the monitors. Most of our TVs are display devices, but monitor is actually a device which shows you the exact and true color of your video. And because of that, they are equipped with extra information that normally we get from other display devices. So we have vector scope, we have waveguide, and waveform monitor, and you can also see the color gamut, that color space indicator that shows exactly where your color gamut and your color space is. And all these additional professional features allow you to deliver a much better result and much better output.
بتمنى تكونوا استفدتوا، وبتمنى يكون هالفيديو شجعكم انه السنة الجاي لما يصير معرض IBC تحجزوا تذكرة وتروحوا على هولندا لتشوفوا هالمعرض اللي فعلا بنظري كان وحدة من الاكسبيرينسز القليل يلي فتحت لي عيوني على كتير اشياء مش بس ما كنت اعرفها ولكن ما كنت منتبه لها. الحديث مع هالناس من هالشركات يلي دايما طبعا متوفرين بالبوث، قادرين تحكوا معهم وتتسايروا معهم وتسألون اسئلة، بيعطيكم كتير معلومات عن البرودكتس انتم ما كنتوا تعرفوا فيها، وحتى الناس يلي مثلي يلي بيعملوا مراجعات ما كنا منتبهين له وما كنا منتبهين لهالوجه من الاستخدام يلي قادر هالمعدة تقوم فيه. فهالاكسبيرينس كانت كتير حلوة، وبنصح اي حدا بفيلد كونتنت كرييشن انه يروح على هالمعرض، لانه عن جد رح تستفيدوا. شكر كتير كبير لشركة AAB، وبتمنى كمان السنة الجاي كمان نروح معهم تا نغطي هالحدث مرة تانية. اوكي AAB، السنة الجاي مهني سي